Excellent video for today. This is a powerful videos. Believe me, you're gonna find good stuff, very good stuff in that particular videos. Biblical money principles, financial lessons, straight from the scripture. Warning. This audio video should be able to change how you see money forever. If you are not ready for financial freedom, economic independence, do not listen to it. I'm kidding. But this is a very powerful audio video. I want to share something very powerful with you. Something that could transform your financial reality. I truly embrace. We are going to explore certain specific places to place money in order not to repel prosperity and attract poverty. Since there are energetic forces and principles that govern a material world, relationship you may have with your environment, the nature, the universe. Yes, you can transform your financial landscape by becoming aware of this principle. Open your mind always to new possibilities, to new opportunities. Remember that water flows, so money should circulate also. Your physical environment can program your financial reality. Yes, certainly. Your physical environment can program your financial reality. Order attracts order. Clarity attracts clarities. Positive energy attracts positive energy. Learn to match colors. Certain people do that. Certain people do. Learn how to match colors to attract growth, prosperity, and abundance. So can you. Nature doesn't strain to produce. It simply grows and multiplies when conditions are supportive, when conditions apply. Acknowledgement that God owns it all. Yes, God owns all. God owns everything. God doesn't play pretend. When it comes to ownership, you might think your 401k is yours, but scripture and smart folks remind us otherwise. According to many, recognizing God as the ultimate owner reframes money from an idol into just another tool. When you truly get that, everything belongs to a higher power. Like I said, this video is a very good video. It's about Bible scriptures, Bible verses on money. It's about abundance. It's about wealth. It's about prosperity. Let me tell you this. There is a business in the world. They say it is the oldest business. It's the only business where the sellers keep their products after selling it. Which business is that? Do you know? That's a business where the sellers keep their products after selling it. Okay, leave it there. And do you know that the verb most utilized in the Bible? The words most utilized in the Bible? For example, believe use 272 times in the Bible. Yes, the word believe. You can find that 272 times in the Bible. The word pray used 371 times in the Bible. Love, the word love used 714 times in the Bible. Give, yes, the word give or the verb give used 2062 times in the Bible. Life is love, to give, to pray, to believe. Time has no more value than anything else. When you don't know the value of time, certainly you don't know the value probably of yourself and the value of money. Bible verses on money. Bible verses about abundance, wealth, prosperity, and money. A wise man saves for the future. Proverbs 21 verse 2. A wise man saves for the future. Proverbs 21 verse 2. Ability to produce wealth. Deuteronomy 8 verse 18. Ability to produce wealth. Deuteronomy 8 verse 18. The blessing of the Lord bring wealth. Proverbs 10 verse 22. Diligent hands brings wealth. Proverbs 10 verse 4. Diligent hands bring wealth. Proverbs 10 verse 4. Money is not how much you make. It's what you do with what you make. Yes. Money is not how much you make, but it's what you do with what you make. If your job is not how much you make, and your job is not how much you make, it's how much you keep that makes all the difference. If you make $100,000, but at the end of the year, you're negative. Your balance is negative. Your bank account is negative. That means, hey, anyway. And your job is not about how much you make. It's how much you keep that makes all the difference. Every day you spend 24 hours like currency. Some invest it, others waste it on distraction. Well, because everybody has 24 hours in their life. Some people use it well. Some people use it very well. Some people just waste it. The rich understand this one secret. They don't just work for money. They make money work for them. Yes. If you want to get more, you just don't want to spend your entire life working for money, but you need to give money a chance to work for you. If you never give money a chance to work for you, that means you are about to spend your entire life chasing money, working for money. And I suggest you give money a chance to work for you. Bible verses about wealth and prosperity. The Bible is full of scriptures about your financial wealth, increased wealth and prosperity. You are praying for financial breakthrough. There is no better place to turn than to God's wisdom. Proverbs 22, verse 7. Just as the rich rule over the poor, so the borrower is the servant of the lender. Proverbs 22, verse 7. Romans 13, verse 8. Owe nothing to anyone except for your obligation to love one another. Let me repeat that again. Romans 13, verse 8. Owe nothing to anyone except for your obligation to love one another. Bible verses on financial responsibility. Timothy 1 Timothy 5, verse 8. But those who won't care for their 1 Timothy 5, verse 8, talking about for those who don't care for their relatives, especially those in their own house, in their own household, have denied the true faith. Well, the Bible asks you to care for your loved one, to care for your family, to care for your people. Such people are worse than unbelievers if you don't. You are the trap of death. The borrower is the slave of the lender. Isn't it just ancient poetry? It's financial science. It's true. When you owe more than you own, insurance isn't just a number. It's a chain that tightens every single month. But Proverbs 21, verse 20, there's it. Precious treasures and oil are in wise person dwellings. Proverbs 21, verse 20. Also, Proverbs 3, verse 9 to 10. Honor the Lord with your wealth and with the best part of everything you produce. Proverbs 3, verse 9 to 10. Talking about biblical lesson about wealth, prosperity, and abundance. Diversify your investment. That's right from the scriptures. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. You always heard that maybe. Isn't just Yuji's wisdom, it's biblical. Ecclesiastes 11, verse 2, advise spreading out your ventures because the future is mysterious, is a mysterious fog. Ecclesiastes 11, verse 2. This strategy guards you against market crashes and personal setbacks. If one stream dries up, you have got backup to keep life flowing. And diversification also trains you to evaluate risk and reward, holistically making you a smarter steward of resources. Ecclesiastes 11, verse 12 is talking about at least go to 7 ventures, not one. 2 Corinthians 9, verse 8. And God will generously provide all you need. Then you will always have everything you need and plenty left over to share with others. 2 Corinthians 9, verse 8. Work diligently, just like the ants, but don't worship your career. Proverbs 14, verse 23 reminds us that all hard works brings a profit. Proverbs 14, verse 23. In practical terms, that means setting boundaries, email after dinners. No thank you, weekend overtime, hard pass. When you protect your personal time, you actually become more productive during work hours. Don't let people wasting your time. Science calls this rested creativity. Seek wise counsel, talking about the Bible lessons about prosperity, wealth, and abundance. The scripture said, seek wise counsel before big decisions. Yes, Proverbs 15, verse 22. Once that, plans fails for lack of counsel, so don't go solo on your biggest money moves. For example, if you are about to sell a real estate property, to buy a real estate property, you don't go, you sell advice, sell counsel from the experts. Since I am a real estate agent in the state of Florida, you call me for that. 305-784-6554. If you want to buy a real estate according to the Bible, you call an expert, call somebody who knows to help you. Ask, you seek advice. I'm the person for that. You want to rent a property? Seek advice. I'm here for that. Anthony Gentil, real estate agent in the state of Florida, 305-784-6554. Everyone deserves first-class service. I am first class. I am with first class real estate. So you find that from the Bible, Proverbs 15, verse 22. Embrace contentment, not consumerism. 1 Timothy 6, verse 10 exposes the love of money as roots of problem of all kind of evil. The antidote, cultivate contentment. 1 Timothy 6, verse 10. When your joy isn't calculated to the next purchase, you free yourself to live richly in gratitude. Contentment is about going without it. Start defining what enough looks like for you. Do you really need that upgrade to the latest model, or will your current gadget do just fine? When you pause before buying, you give yourself space to ask, will this add real value, or is it just shiny nose? Or I'm getting it. The Bible asking you not to waste money on anything. Honor your commitment, financial and otherwise. Ecclesiastes 5, verse 5 insists that it's better not to vote than to vote and not to pay up. Keep your words. Keep your yes. Alright? Paying your debt. Showing up on your promises. Ecclesiastes 5, verse 5. Talking about the Bible scripture about wealth, abundance, and prosperity. Pray about your finance, yes. Really, Philippians 4, verse 6 tells us to present our request to God with thanksgivings. Philippians 4, verse 6. Remember that wealth is a tool, not a trophy. Wealth is a tool, not a profit. Jesus in Matthew 6, verse 19 to 21, flip the trophy narrative, store treasure in heaven instead of chasing earthly ones. Jesus in Matthew 6, verse 19 to 21. Practice generously in a small way. every day. Luke 6, verse 38. Luke 6, verse 38. Talking about Bible principles, about wealth, prosperities, and abundance. Trust God provision instead of your portfolio. Matthew 6, verse 25 to 34 reminds us not to obsess over tomorrow. ROI, return on investment. Worrying won't add a single cent. Not to worry too much, not to be emotional too much about our investment. Matthew 6, verse 25 to 34. Trust doesn't mean you know your financial realities. It means your balance blaming with peace. Your research, insurance, automate your savings. Bible principles about money, wealth, prosperity, and abundance. Matthew 25, verse 35 to 40. Share with people. Give people who doesn't have, and your wealth, and whatever you give. Because it says, Matthew 25, verse 35 to 40. For I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, you gave me drink. I was a stranger, and you took me in. I was naked, and you clothed me. I was sick, you visited me. I was in prison, and you came to me. Matthew 25, verse 35 to 40. And you're going to ask God, when did I do all that for you? And God will answer you, anytime you did it for someone smaller than I, and then just like you did it for me too. So do good as long as you can and as much as you can. Remember, the Bible encourages us to do business. Remember the parable of the talents in Matthew 25, verse 14 to 30. Matthew 25, verse 14 to 30, about the talents. When Jesus gave 5 talents to one, 2 talents to another, 3 talents to one, and he sent them to work with it. One worked with it, make a lot of money. The other one worked with it, make little money. And the third one did not do nothing with it. And what he did, he just withdrew the one, got one, and then give it to the person who knows how to work it. Go do business. Find something to do. Do side also. Don't stay without doing nothing. That's life. I am Anthony Jonty, real estate agent in the state of Florida. You can contact me at 305-784-6554. Visit my website by himarket.blogspot.com, knowledgefinancialgroup.blogspot.com. Visit AnthonyRealEstate.blogspot.com, VisionOne Realestate.blogspot.com, World-Class Realestate.blogspot.com. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching this audio video. May God continue to bless you as always. With the blessing of God, you don't need to be worried about anything in life. God is in control. Thank you. See you the next time for the next video. I love you all. Peace with you.